for relaxation, deep sleep, or spiritual growth, let yourself be guided by Cory. If you'd like to make sure that you're sat in a nice, comfortable position, please straighten your spine. Check in with your body and make sure that you're comfortable, because that's important when you meditate, so that you can let go of the physical as we dive into more of the emotional and mental, spiritual aspects of who you are. Tune into your breath and slow it down. Always the first thing that we do. Use your breath like an anchor, so whenever you close down your eyes for your meditation, the first thing you find is the anchor of your breath. Make it slow and steady and comfortable. As you breathe, at first, just start to pay attention to the subtle movements of your body that happen when you breathe. So you're paying attention to the physical slightly, as well as what's happening on the inside as your breath slows down, which are all very subtle changes. But see if you can start to notice your own mood, your own sense of self, just by slowing down your breath. Check in and make sure that the most obvious parts of the body where we hold tension are relaxed. Feel into your shoulders and pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Make sure that they're relaxed. Start to breathe into your abdomen and soften the muscles in your tummy. Make sure that your stomach is nice and relaxed. And then pull all of your focus and attention up into your face. Take a few extra special moments to just relax the space around your eyes. See if you can relax your eyebrows and let them get heavier. Smooth out any tension in your cheeks and your jaw. Imagine you're just warming, softening all the tiny little muscles in your face, and you're allowing everything to surrender a little bit and relax. And then when you've found that sweet spot throughout your entire body, and you feel calm and peaceful already because of the slower breathing, the stillness of your body, we can move into more of a visualization. I'd like you to imagine that you're standing in front of a door. Check in with that door first of all. Just notice what the door looks like. Allow it to be any kind of door in your mind. You could be stood outside of your own front door. You could be standing outside of your bedroom door. Any random door that wants to pop up in your thinking. Just imagine that you're standing in front of a door and start to notice all the little details, first of all, about the door. If there's a door handle, a door knob, does the door have any panels or windows? Any specific carvings, or is it very plain? Is it small? Is it tall? Let yourself get acquainted with it. And then if you look to your left, you'll see that as far as the eye can see, there's doors just like this one. And if you look to your right, it's exactly the same. As far as your eyes can see, there's door after door after door after door. I'd like you to just focus on the door that's there in front of you. But know that there's so many doors on the left and so many doors on the right. And then I'd like you to take this thought on and allow the feelings to come up from this thought. Just watch your body and watch your reaction. Which door do I go through? There's so many doors. Which door? Feel your body as you think this thought. Which door do I go through? Do I go through the one in front of me, or was I supposed to be more to the left? Was I supposed to be more to the right? Starting to feel slightly overwhelmed, but allowing yourself to feel overwhelmed in this containment that we're in together, where you're safe. Just allow yourself to feel slightly overwhelmed. And what does that feel like in your body? Notice. The more self-aware you are, remember, the more control, the more, what would you say? Knowledge. I like the word knowledge better than control. Let's scrap that. The more knowledge you have about yourself, the more confident that you can feel. That's why I'm doing this with you, so know that you're safe. Allow yourself to feel the feeling of overwhelm in your body and recognize what that feels like. You'll also recognize whether you're in touch with your body, whether you're in touch with the sensations of your body, or whether you suppress them. Many people do. So just sit with me for a minute and keep looking left and looking right and allow yourself that wave of overwhelm. For me, it feels like a heat in my chest, a tightness in my throat. There's a bubbling feeling, a feeling of anxiety starting to bubble up around my chest. My heart speeds up. I can feel a tightness at the back of my neck and across my shoulders. Now take some deep breaths as if you're calming this down and just focus on the one door there in front of you. Take a big deep breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth as if you're releasing that awareness, you're releasing that connection to the feeling, you're releasing the actual sensation with your breath. Breathe it out. Overwhelm is very, very closely connected to that feeling of fear. Being scared, nervous, anxious, all of those feelings are very closely connected, and they all feel very similar in the body. What I'd like you to do, though, now is switch that. And you're going to use this from now on in the future whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, so that you can let go of the fear. And when you let go of the fear, when you're feeling overwhelmed, you can allow yourself to be vulnerable, open, authentic, and ready for whatever is coming, rather than be defensive, closed down, hiding behind fear. I'd like you to look at the door and then look left and see all those doors again, and look right and see all those doors again. And very quickly in your mind, tell yourself, wow, I have so many choices. Wow, I have so many choices. Look at all the choices on the left, all the possibilities that I could take, that I could walk into, step into as I move forward, moment to moment, day to day, in my life. Look at all of those choices on the left, all of those possibilities of what I could do with my life. And wow, look at all of those choices on the right. Look at all of those possibilities, all there for me, for whatever I want to do, for whatever I want to step into. And I have this wonderful door here in front of me that I could also choose. And all of these doors represent choices, represent opportunities, they represent newness, stepping forward, experiences, chances of living, all of these doors. Wow. Look left again and look right and really, really soak in. I have so many choices. What does that feel like in your body? My heart starts to open. I can feel my body leaning in. There's a slight sense of excitement rather than anxiety. There's a tingle in my chest and my heart space, just like anxiety, but there isn't the tightness there. It's an open space. Notice what yours feel like. What do you feel like when you have all of these possibilities, all of these choices? Allow yourself to feel open. And with that openness, there is a sense of vulnerability. Completely open to new experiences or whatever door the universe would like you to go through. Trusting, allowing yourself to be your authentic self so that you can move on the wave of that into whatever you need to experience next. Rather than hide, rather than be scared or be in fear, you're open, you're excited. This is rescripting your whole way of looking at overwhelm. The next time you feel slightly overwhelmed about anything in your life, step back, close your eyes for a few seconds and see all of these beautiful doors and say to yourself, wow, wow, I have so many choices, so many possibilities. And allow your body to feel that resonance. Breathe, relax. You'll figure it out. You'll figure out which door to go through. Allow yourself to be open, your most raw, authentic, vulnerable self. And that will guide you on the path that you're supposed to be. I'd like you to imagine that you're stepping back away from the doors. Take a few steps back. And just have one final look at all of those doors to the left, all of those doors to the right. Once again, remind yourself of how many wonderful choices you have in your life. How many possibilities. And you're capable of making whatever choice feels right for you. And then if you could, very, very slowly, just open your eyes and come back into your space. Back into your own reality, your room, back into your body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Namaste, my friends.